Morning! We survived yesterday. It wasn't too bad a day. We did about 15 miles and we arrived in Saltburn last night. Saltburn is on the North Yorkshire coastline, which is what we are now following today. And Saltburn was a place where Victorians used to come and seek the seaside back in the day. And you can see behind me there's a pier here. I think it's one of the oldest or longest standing piers on the northeast coast. So it was lovely sitting down last night and having some chips and mushy peas by the sea. And here is a great area because it's quite well known for something called yarn bombers. And I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this before, but it's a group of people that knitted lots of different types of creations, and they used to then come out at night and leave them scattered around Saltburn, and it made headlines on a number of occasions. There's also the oldest water balanced cliff lift here in Britain, where you disembark along Saltburn's magnificent 600 feet long Victorian pier, and this is the sole surviving example on the northeast coast. So that was wonderful to sit and watch last night. Unfortunately, we couldn't have a ride because it was all closed down. But today we are heading over to Whitby. It's about a 20-ish mile day, so we better get cracking. They are doing a new trail here in the UK called the England Coast Path, and that's going to be 2,795 miles long when it's finished. But we're hiking on some of that today because it links in with the Cleveland Way. And here you can see, hopefully, some surfers. It's quite a popular destination here because the tides are apparently very good for surfing. This isn't what you expect to see on the edge of a cliff, an apple tree. We have been having a lovely walk this morning across the coast. It has been so nice to have a bit of a different type of walk, and the weather's not too bad so far, touch wood, and we thought we'll just get to this little bit here, which was the monument I showed you. We think it's some kind of charm bracelet. It's got 10 type of charms on it, so that was quite interesting. There's no plaque telling us what it is, so I think we'll have a little look at that later. But we are currently enjoying, or about to enjoy, these coffee and walnut naked bars, and of course I have a coffee, and Derek has, what do you have in yours? Millie's vegetable sipping broth. What's it like? Because you've not tried it before. We had a tomato and basil one yesterday, and this is the vegetable one. They are so good. I think it's called something faux. Yeah, something faux. I'll put the description below for you to have a look at. I don't think they sell them here in the UK, but you can get them in America and they are delicious. I'll highly recommend those. But we are just going to sit here, enjoy looking out at the sea, and then make our way along this beautiful trail. Just come across some prominent remains of the Gilble fan house, which provides a lasting reminder of the ironstone mining that was once a major industry in Cleveland and North Yorkshire. I cannot believe how much heather is here by the sea. It's incredible. I mean, just look down here. It is a blanket of purple. I just don't expect to see so much heather by the sea. It's incredible. And we are now heading into Staithes. If you're not from Yorkshire, you might pronounce it Staithes. We made it through Staithes, and I was going to do a little bit more filming and tell you a little bit more about it, but it was a bit crazy. It was so busy, wasn't it, with lots of tourists, and obviously with social distancing rules, nobody seemed to be paying any attention to them. So we kind of got our heads down and just carried on. So sorry I didn't show you any more. But we are now near Brunswick Bay, I think we're heading towards, and we thought this was a perfect place to stop and have some lunch. But Staithes did look a nice little area. It was full of kind of higgledy-piggledy streets, little cottages, windy areas. It was very cute, but just too busy to stay at. And I think we have got a much better picnic spot here, don't you? Yes. So we are having, what we're having today, we've got, let me show you, banana sandwiches. Let me see if I can get a close-up on the banana sandwich. There we go. In some wholemeal bread, and we do have some dates somewhere as well, some medjool dates. So we're going to sit here and enjoy them and then head on our way to Brunswick Bay. Brunswick Bay. Brunswick Bay is one of the Yorkshire coast's prettiest destinations. The sandy beach, which once provided anchorage for brightly coloured fishing boats, is now a family favourite for rock pooling, fossil hunting and coastal walks, where you can admire the breathtaking sea views. We're now travelling on to Sand's End and climbing the cliffs once more. I'm not sure if I've mentioned, but there's some challenging spots on the Cleveland Way because you're kind of going along the cliff tops, especially on the coastline here, but then you get to a bay, go all the way down, and then have to climb all the way back up again, so certainly challenging. The original village of Kettleness slipped into the sea in 1829, a reminder of the ever-present nature of coastal erosion along the Cleveland Way. We have just managed to find some shelter. The rain has come in again. We are not having much luck on this trip. We left the beach earlier and it was glorious, and then we kind of walked up the hill, got back onto the cliff tops, and then the clouds just came over. We were like, no. So we've been walking in the rain, which is why I've not been showing you any scenery, but we are nearly at Sand's End, and then from there it's apparently quite an easy walk to Whitby, but I've got no idea if I'm going to be able to get my camera out again. Just managed to shelter in the trees here, but I will try and do my best. Sorry, we have switched to iPhone because of the weather, but look at this, what we've just climbed down. And it goes further up. Let me just see if I can zoom in on the screen with it being wet. That is so steep, slippy, muddy, and it's not the end of it. We've got to now go all the way down here as well. Absolutely crazy. I would highly recommend not doing this when it's been raining or too muddy. It's a little bit bonkers and a little bit steep. And just show the size of the step with your foot on it as well. So I think it's made for like tiny people. Oh dear. Off we go. We have just come all the way down the coastal path around here, and this is Sand's End. We made it, still raining a little bit, but that is the direction we're heading. So in the very distance you probably can't see a single thing because of all the rain, but over there is Whitby, and that's our next stop. We'll probably see you there. needless to say, we got rained on again. So tonight we ate in our room and had tofu with chili and satay rice noodles. I'll update you more tomorrow. Good night.